Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Pro Evolution Soccer 2021 on the channel, and obviously we've got a big episode today because we're moving clubs. We are moving clubs. I'm fed up with Standard Liège. I've had enough. We're moving because I just don't, it didn't feel right. Nothing felt right about it. So yeah, we're off. We're off to, we're going to refuse staying in here. We're going to refuse Shanghai. We are going to move to Serie A. And it's a step up, isn't it? It's a bigger league. I'd probably argue a bigger club as well. They've had some superb players through time. None other than Giuseppe Signori, if you remember him from sort of Champ Manager 102, I think it was. Giuseppe Signori was a striker. He was already old back then, but very, very good. And we haven't been relegated, as we did check last time. But joining us is Spezia, Hellas Verona and Crotone coming back up as well. And the 2022-23 season is about to get underway. So we're just going to use this episode to go through, look at the squad, see what we're working with, and, cry probably, because they're probably all going to be rubbish. But, right, he's got his Excel spreadsheet up so that we can set our season objectives. They probably want us to win the league or something ridiculous. Let's have a look. Hey, Zlatko, I'd like to discuss this season's objectives. How about we aim to take 6th? We can finish in the top half. I'll say that. I want us to finish in the top half of the league, specifically the 13th position or higher. In order to achieve this, we're going to need to focus our efforts on strengthening the squad this season. So they wanted 6th, and I've come back and said, well, I can get you 13th as long as we strengthen the squad. Okay. They probably don't agree with that, to be honest. They probably don't. It seems a rather modest objective, but I suppose you have your reasons. Let's aim for that then. Done. Negotiations to a T. Brilliant. Whatever direction you think is best, the coaching team is behind you. Good. Now we've got to meet the press for the first time as a Cagliari manager. Should be a good one. I'm expecting some, relatively simple questions like Konami always does, because they don't really have too much to choose from. It'll be, what sort of football do you want to play this season? We're going to put on a show. Why not? You can't blame people for wanting to see results, but I'm of the opinion that putting on a good show is just as important as winning. If you're going to win, make sure you win in style. That's the type of football the fans want to see, and that's what I aim to show them. There we go, done. Press conference done. Zlatko Zahovic is appointed as the manager of Cagliari, and we're starting off with a game against Inter Milan to get the season going. That's going to be a pretty big game. Right, we've got some messages. We've got new youth teams, another player contracts, season's targets, bloody blah. Don't need to look at them. Negotiations will be the youth players, I'm sure. And we've got some contracts. Let's go through and we'll have a look at our team in the game plan and see. Let's see what we're dealing with. No one really knows. A 3-2. Hang on, that's my formation. Let's go to a. Let's come out of that. My team in though squad list. Let's just do it this way. Okay. So we'll go by position. We'll go ascending. So we start with the goalkeepers. We've got Canagno, an 81 rated 28-year-old goalkeeper. Very nice. Happy with that. Vicario backing him up, 74 rated, and Andrea Ceni is a 27-year-old. Will probably look to sell, to be honest. Waluwicz. Don't know. 22 years old, 76 rated. Does look pretty good. What's Stephen? We'll just call him Stephen. Pisacane? Yeah, that sounds about right. 72 rated, 17-year-old defender, can play across all the back four. That's good. Cusimano, 65 rated, 21-year-old, and Bouquet. So maybe, I think we need a centre-back. We've got Stephen and Pisacane as our sort of fronting two. Other than that, we're pretty short at the back. Leo Kagianis at left-back, 72 rated, not bad. Migueni is here, 72 rated as well at left-back. Tripaldelli, that'll do. 71 rated, 23-year-old. Ruggeri, loads of left backs. So loads of left backs, and not many of them are actually that versatile. So we'll look to catch in on a few of them. Venuti at right back and left back, and Pina at right back, 25-year-old as well. So Yeah, maybe it looks like we're lacking a bit of squad depth. Nandez in the middle, 27-year-old Uruguayan, 79 rated, looks very decent. Rog in there as well, 27-year-old, 78 rated. Segre, 25 years old, 73 rated, can play holding midfield as well, which is good. Akpro, 30-year-old, 69 rated, Côte d'Ivoire, Ivory Coast, right midfielder, left midfielder, centre midfielder, another person that can play left back. Pjanić, 72 rated, 29-year-old. Yeah, okay. Midfield's not looking too bad. Farago, 73 rated, right back, right mid, or centre mid. Pretty good. Pereiro, 78 rated, attacking midfielder, centre, forward, right wing, left wing, whole player. He looks pretty useful. He looks pretty good. Unus into the forwards then. Right wing forward, Unus, 26 years old, 77 rated, Algerian. Right wing, left wing, attacking mid, and second striker. João Pedro, yes please, 30-year-old, 81 rated, whole playing second striker. Let's see who he's going to partner up front. Diego Farias, 32-year-old, not looking very good, probably get rid of him. Simeone, we've got, interesting, 27-year-old striker, 78 rated. Havaletti, 75 rated, fox in the box. And Alberto Seri is still here, 26 years old, striker, bit of a target man. So we could get the most out of him. We've got Sita, 25-year-old fox in the box, 71 rated overall. And Contini, 21 rated, 63, 21 rated, 21 years old, 63 rated. Striker, second striker. Okay, there's a bit to work with then. There's a little bit to work with. It looks like Simeone and Pedro are going to be our starting sort of partnership up front. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. We need a centre-back. I do think we need a centre-back. Let's go and see what have we got. We've got 24 million, so that's not too bad. First things first, let's go and see how Luka is getting on. So Zahovic, yeah, there we go, Zahovic. One player, obviously. Luka is there, 82 rated. He's so good. 60 million market value, 71 million release fee, and definitely probably doesn't want to move to us. Got a huge contract. I mean, we will see if we can get him on loan, because I'd like to bring £18 million to get him on loan. That's most of our budget. In fact, we'll probably have to pay quite a lot more than that to get him on loan. Probably not worth it. Let's see if we can offer them transfer negotiations, players to be traded. Just wondering if we go by overall rating descending. Now we could potentially give them João Pedro, who is worth nowhere near that. 22 million. That's our highest. So Nandez, 27-year-old central midfielder. I could probably exchange. I could probably part ways with him to try and get Luka in. He's not impressed with our contract, so we're going to have to give him a shed load of money as well. Appearance fees, goal bonuses, win bonuses. We know how good he is. It would be brilliant to bring him in. 3-year contract. We can only give you 24, so they're probably not going to do it. I don't think it's worth it. Not yet. We'll see if we can raise some funds and maybe bring him in on loan. But for now, yeah, not too sure. I think I'm thinking about potentially a 4-4-2 of some description. I think 2 strikers up front is going to suit us well. I think we've got some decent players in here. Let's go through to players that are never going to play. So Contini can definitely get a transfer policy. We're open to place him on the transfer list and open to reasonable offers. Madraccini was like the really old goalkeeper, so I'm happy for him to go as well. Sita Venuti, we had a lot of left backs, didn't we? So 23, 25, 29. Okay, so 25, you're probably not going to progress that much more. So transfer policy, you can go. Let's raise some funds. We had a lot of central midfielders as well. Segri, no, we had a striker that I think we can get rid of. Was it Contini was 21, Sita was 25, so you can go. Definitely, we'll get rid of you. And I guess Akpro, which is an amazing name, but names don't keep you around in this team, unless your name is Zahovic, and then obviously it will keep you around. Right, scouting. Let's get our scouts on it. We are going to send our scouts again to look for a forward. We're going to look for a centre forward, and we're going to look in South America because we want to find, in fact, we're going to go straight to Argentina because we want to find Zlatko Zahovic. That is what we want to find so that we get him a little bit cheaper. We're going to enable you. We're going to say we want a centre back. Let's go look around Italy. We'll stay close to home and we will ignore the transfer budget because you can always negotiate them down. And we will then say we want a... let's just go for none. We'll just get someone to find whatever they want. And we'll just say the whole of Europe, please. There we go. Europe, things to focus on, none. Ignore the transfer budget. And there we go. So we've got them going out. We'll look at the youth team, but you guys know I don't like to sign players from the youth team because it's all a bit rubbish, isn't it? They just come back as old players and it's not a very good system. I hope that's upgraded in PES 2022. I mean, we'll have a quick look. We can have a quick look to see if there's anybody out there that takes our fancy. I mean, Van Dijk on the transfer list at 31, Harry Kane, Donnarumma, Aubameyang, Dembele. Unfortunately, we won't be able to sign any of these. Although we could sign a 35-year-old Benzema. Ooh. Now, Pavon could be very useful. 85 rated. Release fee of 22 million. 14 million. I don't think he would move to us, though. Because that opens up a 4-3-3. Yeah, he's not impressed with our contract offer, so he's not probably going to move to us. Got Chiesa in here as well. I mean, what's he going for? 60 million. Papu Gomez is 34, so he's a little bit older. Jovic at 25, release fee 26 million. I mean, we don't really need another striker, but he would be very useful. Keylor Navas, Jordan Henderson, Wijnaldum, Toby Alderweireld, Raul Jimenez, Muriel Orsolini. Jordi Alba, 33 years old. Luka Modric, 37 and still knocking around. Bloody hell. Oh, let's go and see who is... I did just see that Mason Greenwood was on there. We're going to have a look at some free transfers. Nottingham Benkovic, a centre-back. That could be quite useful. He's quite good. He's tall, 194 centimetres. He's good in the air. He's got good defensive awareness. I think we try and bring Benkovic in. I think that's a good purchase. We'll go 3 years. We'll just knock down his salary a little bit, see if we can be a bit cheeky, and we'll give him a win bonus, which, you know, we probably won't win too many games as Cagliari. We sort of want to win enough to get a move to a bigger club again. That's pretty much all we want to do. Anyone else on it? Jack Wilshere's still on the list. Oh, bless him. And then we're dropping into the players that are a little bit lower. Fred, remember him? Joe, remember him from Man City? Bloody hell, there's some names here. Ranocchia is on there as well. Rochelle Silva, Baha, Fernando, Carter Vickers, ex-Tottenham, I think, centre-back. Yeah, interesting. Not too many other names jumping out at us there. Pepe Reina is a 16-year-old goalkeeper. There you go. Bruno Enrique is on there again. Modeste. Interesting indeed. But yeah, there you can see most valuable person or best player in the game is Kylian Mbappe, followed by De Bruyne, Messi, Van Dijk, Ronaldo, and Oblak. Neymar, Haaland, Alisson, Alexander-Arnold, Skriniar, Ter Stegen, Gnabry, and Lewandowski up there as well. All looking good. We're going to have to wait for our scouts to come back and see what they bring. Let's forward time a little bit then, as we've done a little bit of club admin, and we'll be right back. Okay, so Stefan has joined Lazio on a permanent transfer from Tottenham, signing the goalkeeper, which is very good. He's a pretty decent keeper actually in PES, not too bad. Benkovic has accepted our offer, which is wonderful. So that is a centre-back in, and pretty cheap as well. I'm pretty happy with that. 17,000 a week, I think is very good for someone of Benkovic's stature. Ex-Leicester City, I think he had a couple of seasons there. Yeah, I'm happy with that. We need to... What do we want to play? What formation do we want to play? I think if we go... We'll set to start with as a sort of 4... Something like that as a 4-2-2, I think. 4-2-2-2-2. And then it will be... Yeah, Simeone and Pedro. So we'll play... It becomes a little bit of a 4-4-1-1, I guess. And then if we go... Where do you actually want to play? You want to be a right wing forward. You don't want to be a left wing forward. Do you actually? No, yeah, I mean, Pjanić is definitely better. But yeah, I mean, look at that. It gives us a 59 rated overall for like team spirit, which is pretty rubbish. I'm just wondering how we can improve that. You don't want to do anything else there. You don't want anything else. You are a left back. You are a centre back. You are a centre back. And you are a right back, so I don't if there's anything else we can do. I mean, bringing in Paveletti brings us up quite a lot. Padeo probably should come in because he's pretty... In fact, what we could go for a sort of lopsided 4-3-3. Like that. That does get our team spirit up a little bit more as well. So, João Pedro coming in from the left as a sort of second striker, playing higher up. Something like that, a 4-3-3 like that might work. It definitely could work. We'll have to see what happens. Have we got our best players in? Tribaldi. I bet Tribaldi takes us up. He sounds like he's got a name that would just take us up. I wasn't sure why. Buckia, hopefully he doesn't put us up annoyingly. He's our worst centre back. You put us up as well, but you're only 65 rated. Venuti doesn't make a difference. Ruggeri doesn't make a difference. Yeah, okay. We're just gonna have to work with it. It always is the same when you move to a new club in my club, and you have to work on that team spirit. You have to play games and get wins to boost that team spirit quicker. And here is Benkovic, the new signing. Good to see, isn't it? Straight away, come in, stamping our mark, bring in the player we wanted, and Benkovic joins the club. He's going to meet the press, and it should be a pretty straightforward interview for him, really. A few questions probably just to say, hey, hello, I'm Filip Benkovic, and I'm very excited to be sitting next to Baldy McBaldface, and let's make this work. Let's make this work. Handshake, smile for the camera, loads of photos, bosh, done. Lovely. Obviously, he's not a huge superstar, because that's when they pose with the kit and everything. But it's amazing. It's a very special day for me. I'm looking forward to every moment and to come at this club. To me, winning is as important as anything. I'm ready to play. I can't wait to see you all on match day. Come on! That's what he's like. He's good. He'll be a decent centre-back for us, I think. As Munir has joined Milan on a permanent transfer from Sevilla for £10.5 million. There you go. Okay, so we do have a scout report as well. Our new signing has come in, which is good. And Chlozek, who is highly rated in real life, and they think they found a real talent for us here in Chlozek. Let's just quickly go and see Benkovic. There he is. Looking pretty good. Croatian centre-back. Good heading, good kicking power, physical contact, stamina. Yeah, not too injury prone either. Good defensive awareness. Looking forward to see what he can do. Man marking is good. And a long ball expert for good measure as well. And then in the scouting side of it, in Europe, we have found a Chlozek, which is, I think, a good little signing. He could be 20 years old, so loads of room to grow, lots of skills, highly rated in real life. 12 million, 20 million release fee, but we know we can get him a bit cheaper now that our scouts have found him. So we're going to go in with the 7.7 million. We'll give him a 3-year contract. We'll knock his salary down a little bit. Let's see if we can get him to 23. And again, we'll give him a goal bonus if he scores. We'll go from that. If we can get him for 7.7 million, that is a bargain. An absolute bargain. Right, we're going to leave that episode there. Just a short one today. Introduction to Calgary. Get a few bits of transfers done. And we'll be back to go through the rest of the transfer window. And the first game against Inter Milan, which I think is quite a way away, to be honest. But yeah, we'll fly through the rest of that transfer window, I think, on the next episode. So yeah, excellent. Looking forward to it. Thank you so much for watching. I'm very, very excited to carry this one on. Hopefully we'll see this through to PES 2022, but the more you play PES and you're more excited to get that 2022, this will probably drop off a little bit. So hopefully we can at least get to a good league and use this maybe as a base for Master League in the next one. Do we want to do a Journeyman, or do we want to do a one club sort of heroic save? I don't know. Let me know what your thoughts will be in the comments below. But thank you so much for watching. It's been a pleasure once again. Very excited to be here. That's not the right camera I wanted. I'm going to have to I'll just leave this in. Sod it. You can see how this goes wrong. Let's flick that to that one to end the video. There we go. Thanks for so much for watching. I'm out. Cheers.